All right, this is what I want us how our products card are going to look like. Now, if you look at the site, we come back again to jumia.com. Then we look at each. This is a product, and you look at they are just like our card product, each of them. And from their site here, you see at this point they have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items in a row. 6 items in a row. I don't know how your screen size is, and possibly how how many items will be appearing in your own row, depending. So even as I reduce mine, the percentage of the screen is just, I think they make this six items in a row, which is fine. What we want to do now is to replicate such a design in our own system too. Now, I'm going to drop the card I just copied. Now, this is our header. Our header is done from here. So let's see where it begins. Okay, from the nav bar, we are done with the nav bar. I close everything about nav bar. So let me comment here. This is for the content area. Now I'm going to create a div with the class row. Row is the bootstrap class also. With the class row. And I paste this card here and then paste it again and paste again. I pasted 3, so let's visualize how it looks like currently. All right, so we have 3 cards displaying for us, and for the product image, we're going to copy an image. What they have here for this SRC, okay, let's say here we have let's say 50x50. Okay, let's see this. I guess this right with the, yeah, this is a 50-50. Okay, but then this is it not too high? Let's see how it was here. Let's say 50-20. Okay, I guess. Now we want to, this is a new row now. Let me first look at it again. Is it, let me make it of 50-30. All right, so I'm going to copy this and replacing all the images. What we have here when we begin to interact with our backend is the image that we upload. We've not also done image upload. So when we get there, we'll upload images for our products. Right, so here, this row, what I'm going to do is to make it that the margin top should be like 2, so that there should be space between this section and our header. You see that we now have a space between them. I think we should have this space on both sides. So if you look at here, this is the space we are trying to get, the space between this and this other colored section. There should be a space to make the work look nice. Okay, so instead of this, I should have it to be 3, and then I'm going to just remove the T so that it will be margin on every side. So with this now, it's going to add margin. You already know what the margin is. both up, down. Now you see we have a space on the right, on the left now also. Okay. Now let's look at what we have here. This image covered everything here. So let's see, this one is not covering end to end. It could be because of the size I gave it. So let's see, we have here 100. Let's try to suit our card. Okay. Is there anyone? 100. No. Okay, so let's see card image top and class. Let's add class of width of 100. That is W100 in bootstrap. I want to see if we're able to get it. All right, this is not bad. I'm going to add space between each of these items. That will make them look nice a bit, except we remove the border. Like this one, there's no space actually between the cards, enough, just a little space if you're moving around them. But since they don't show like cards, so it doesn't really show that there's no space because they have internal padding. Now, if you see that the content inside here is not reaching the end, it's not starting from the end here. So that is because there is a padding between the content. If you look at ours also, you see where the content is starting for the test. And if you look at this, I think this should also be coming from the margin padding. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create space in between each of the card item. So we can then, what we need now in each of the card, we can also say M1. That is margin of 1, M1. Then the last one also, since we created 3, we say M1. Now this is going to create margin both on the top and on all section corners of. Then I can see that we have space now between our items. So I'm going to copy the last one and add more 3 so that I see what the behavior of our items. So we are going to have. All right, let's see how it flows. So you see how our page flows now. After the last one, the next one comes under. So now I have a grid item. So if you look at what we are having on the Jumia side where we just left, you see that is how it's supposed to. After this line, you have the next line. Okay, so if you look at our product site now, we have our card representing each product. After each line, each row, we have the next row. So what we need to do, this is supposed to be our product name. So let's say we can this to be an iPhone. Just want to have something relating to that. All these things will be coming from our backend. Now I have an iPhone 13, and then we say this is now our description. So this is going to be our description. So the latest iPhone, with 256 gigabytes storage, 8 gig RAM, 48 megapixel, MP camera, and it's 5G wireless connectivity. So let's say this is our description now. Now I want to double duplicate this to make it lengthy so that we also look at behavior. All right, so we come here now, we look at the description of our product. Now you see that this card is now as lengthy as as the length of this, it just depends on this. So it's something we can do also is items with lengthy description, like Bootstrap also give us a class that can we can use to truncate. So we say test truncate. Let's look at how is this from the bootstrap.com. If you look at test truncate, what has it done? We didn't specify the length actually, but now you look at the latest iPhone with 256 gigabytes. Now you see that's in front. Okay, so what I want just to do, we want to look at the bootstrap, and then we look at the truncate. So test truncate. So we look at how we can modify it. Is test truncate. See how this test truncate. Okay. This is so let's see if we add mass width on this. Let's style it a little, see if it's going to increase style mass width. It's mass width. Mass width, let's say 200 pixels. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, it's also reduced. Now we increase it to 500 pixels. It's increasing. But then this will not give us exactly what I want. So we may have to use our Java to achieve what I want from this, because this is only truncating in a single line. It's not giving us multiple line. I think that could be a way we can achieve multiple line for the truncating of the test. That is what we have to do is to write a JS that will take some number of words from that particular description and then truncate the rest. So let's remove this. Okay, so we are going forward. I'm deleting this line. All right, so what we need again is to change this button. This should not be BTM primary, or should we leave it? Okay, the content should be buy now. Buy now. Then we can have the next one. This shouldn't be a link. It should just be a normal button. Then we remove this. Okay, buy now could be a link, yeah, but this other one, add to cart, could be just a normal button. Yeah, because this we can then take the person to the page where they will pay for this item. So we have this add to cart. Now instead of buy now, we then change it to add to cart. Okay, we'll deal with icons later. So let's look at it now. This is what we have. We have buy now, add to cart. So we're going to space both of them. We're going to space both of them. We have a diff less. We can add margin to both of them, add margin to both of them. So but this is what we do here. We add the margin left here, let's say 2, then margin right is also 2. Okay, so let's look at what we have now. Okay, we have a little space between them. Now this is because there is internal padding here, making this into be from here to here. So let's see what we can, or what are the size? How is this characters inside the card body? Let's see, I put this one margin 0. All right, this is okay. We can work with this, but then I can need to change one of these should color differently. So binary should be red. Let's go back to binary instead of primary. Say danger. BTN danger should be red. Just put it BTN red. Okay, so we have our binary. Then we have add to cart. So this is what we add in all these other ones. Now, if you look at this one, you don't really have this here. Now, what they have, you can only add to cart when you have gone to the detail screen of the item. Okay, this is where you have add to cart. Now, we are taking a different route. We just want to, we can add both of them here. Buy it now quickly from here, or you add it to cart, or you click the body of this thing to go to the detail page. So that's what we will be doing. So if somebody click on the card, like the card anywhere on the card, is going to view the detail of the card. But if you click on either of these two, then you select either of the actions. So I'm going to create a class, what's called a pointer. So what I would do on top here in our style, say dot pointer, then with cursor pointer, so that each of the card where we have pointer, we have to see a hand showing that this thing is showing that this is clickable. No, it's not a button, so you can actually click on it and it's a action, but we want to make the div clickable. What am I having? Is it affecting this? Let's see. Okay, I think I've done something in there. So you can see our cursor is showing on the card. These ones have added a pointer. Then if you look at these ones, it's not showing. So it shows that these ones are not clickable. So we'll go again so that we solve the issue with this image. Okay, this is where the issue is coming from. All right. So we go now and also add that to the rest of the card pointer, and this one also pointer, and the last one pointer. Now what we do, we have achieved this one. Okay, let's add the other buttons, which is these two. Come to this one, replace it with this. Also replace this one. I think I can replace everything at once. Just come here and say replace it with these two. That's we've done it for all. So if we come back to our page, we now have all of them available in on our card. I don't know how you question at this point.
No questions, sir. It's quite explain. quite understanding.
Okay. Okay. So what we'll do now, we are going to connect our front end to our back end later, so that we begin to fetch data from our back end and populate reproduct and not just card here. All right. So what I'm going to write the scripts for fetching the product. So what we do here now, we link the product scripts here with script src. Now we say this dot ds, then dot product dot js. So I'm going to create product.js inside here. So product.js. Now to show our linking is successful, we just call alert product script. Right, so we go to our page now. If it's product script, you can begin writing our CSS, our JS code for fetching product. Okay, I think yeah, it's good. We have our pop-up coming up a lot, so we are good to go. Now, this what we are going to learn here. There are some JavaScript tools, features you can use to fetch data from an API. Then there's something we call fetch API. So let's write the function that let's say function fetch product. So, we don't need a parameter. So now you can say const fetch. This is the fetch API. You have the link, the URL link you are fetching. In our case, it's the local host, https localhost our port 3000 and slash products. And then make this asynchronous. So we can say const request equals await say request dot json and say body const dot equals request dot json. Have await also await request dot json. So what we do, we first log our products. And I'm going to start the backend. Then npm run. So we'll now is yeah, look at the product controller. So we go to the routes and look at the app route. In the app route, we have where we have slash product. Then we look at the product route to fetch or just the default one. So when we come to our product.js in the front end here, this is what we have slash product. So let's we'll now run execute this function, just fetch products. Let's look at our console. Look at our console. If we can find out what are we having. Fail to fetch. Oh my god, I'm putting HTTPS when it's not encrypted. It's not HTTPS. Let's look at it again. Oh my god, that's been blown by core origin. Yeah, we need to set our core in the backend project to enable third-party app to be able to access it. We will do this. All right, so let's see. We continue with this setup tomorrow. Let me quickly rush and prepare for work today. I don't know if you have any question. So tomorrow, what we continue is we move into loading products from the backend and display it in the front end. So what to achieve tomorrow is to replace all these dummy cards with real products from our database, and we'll leave this image. We still use it until we do image upload, which then be displaying real product images. You can ask a question if you have any now.
Yes, sir. My own is not a question. Is that video I told you about those classes I missed? Those two classes that I missed.
Yeah,
Not sending the videos.
all the videos are online. All the recorded videos are already online, except there is any one I didn't record.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so you guys enjoy the rest of the day till we meet again.
Thank you, sir.